baby.
Lightning, thunder, it's the Storm Warning show on the come up. With Big Groove and they black too. Have your popcorn ready when you come through. We talking hurricanes and how they making moves. With pick six to the houses and big hits like ooh. Next man step up, and that's the motto. We building up a dynasty today for tomorrow. BCS wins in them poll rankings again. If you ain't heard about the U, then homie, where you been? It gotta be something in the water. Cause when it come to them trenches, you know the Canes is digging harder. If the legacy don't kill them, then the speed will. When you see that you on your schedule, just know that ain't gonna be no cheap thrill. Leave it all on the field. Been doing that for years. Play the game like how you practice, that's what it is. Canes causing havoc on the field. Hit the op so hard that they gon' have to go back and game plan and run drill. The game on the line on fourth, we gon' go. And keep on coming up like the Storm Warning show. Yeah.
What's up, good people? What's up? What's up? Nice little shock drop. You know what I'm saying? Stone Warner been away for about 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So my boss like, hey man, we got to shoot something. So you're like, you know what, man? You right. You know what I'm saying? So hey, we here early in the morning, man. 11:13 a.m. to be exact. You know what I'm saying? But what's up, Black? What's up, my dog?
Yo, hey, it feels good to be back home.
Ah man, hey man.
It's all because it feels good to be back home and around a like-minded individual. I'm gonna keep it like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it like that.
You know. Sir. So what's been good with you, brother?
Nothing, man. You know, working. Hey, you know me, just always on my grind, always on my fatherly duties. You know what I'm saying? With my boys and shit. But other than that, just working, man. And you know.
What up, hey? What up, Jay Will? What up, Black? Kane? What's up, man? You already know how I do it. So
Jay Will, what's going on,
in a minute. Yeah. So, Black, man, I got a question for you, man.
What's up?
What you cooking on, man? My dog got that cooking. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I'm cooking some.
It's been a viral video going around since yesterday, day before yesterday, of a target, a big time target that we have, a defensive end from that area you in, man. 6'5", 230, ran a 10.3 200. I know your kid. I know your son running track too. Was you at that meet when he ran that?
Nah, they run on the same. They go to the same school, right? But they were in South Carolina, and my son and them was somewhere else because that was the invitation. But yeah, he ran a 10.29, then he ran a 10.31, but he's not 235, he's 215.
Okay.
Right. But nevertheless, he's still moving that 6'5", right? He's still moving that 6'5". You know, but you know, the young man,
Hey, I'm saying, hey man, you know, when I jump all the way out there, Jay Will. What's up? What you were saying?
But the young man, he has a decision to make. You know what I'm saying? Like the young man has a decision to make if football is going to be his career path or is track going to be his career path, right? So he has a decision to make. But if he chooses football, he has a lot of options available to him. He got a lot of schools at his disposal. You know, once he get there, you know, with the understanding that they're going to put on close to 30, maybe 35 pounds on his frame. You know, and teach him add more tools to his toolbox, to his game. But track, he's a phenom. You know what I'm saying? He's a phenom.
My question to you seen this kid all the time up close at practice. What position at the next level do you think he's best suited as? Because defensive end. So does that speed translate? Because you know track speed and football speed is
right. Right.
Does that 10-3? Because that transitions, they kind of put that in like the 4.2, low 4.3 range when you running a 10-3.
Yeah. You know, I speak to his track coach all the time. You know, Coach Ra, great dude. You know what I'm saying? And Coach Vic, great dude. Whatever, two great coaches. He runs a 4.33.
Shit. Damn.
He runs a 4-3-3. That's what Coach Rod told me. So as far as does it translate on the field at DN, he 5-10 yards, right, to get to the quarterback. So he's on you quickly. You know what I'm saying? He's on you fast. So it does because it's a short area quickness. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And once they put weight on him, I don't think he'll lose some speed and quickness, but not that much where he'll just be downright slow and ineffective. You know what I'm saying? I still think, he will be effective in any scheme that he goes to. More so a 4-3 team. Because if he go to a 3-4 team, he's got to put on some serious weight. So I think he fit more of a 40 front scheme. Yeah, my son goes to the same school he does, so I see him practice. I see him every day. You know what I'm saying? I see him every day. So like a lot of these dudes, that have these sites are putting up what position he's gonna be, linebacker and all this other stuff. And I simply told one guy that's not what he's Not saying he can't do it, but that's not what he plays. He plays DN. He puts his hand in the dirt and he gets the QB. Other than that, he plays wide receiver also. So, but I think if he doesn't go pro in track, I think his bread will be buttered at playing defensive end. Now that's just my opinion.
Okay. Well, let's jump into some of this spring football talk, man. I've been semi out the loop. I've been having a lot of stuff going on. So you've been pretty much my eyes and ears on, what the team been going through, man. And, some of the topics we hit on, you said something very, very, very crucial in having a great football team, and that's accountability. Let's talk about the accountability that we're seeing with Mario, and staff. You know what I'm saying? So tell me about the accountability, man. I know you wanted to touch on that. So what's up with that?
Just from like the videos I've seen and some stuff that I've heard, like Coach Adai, for instance, the DB coach. Like he holds every DB to a certain standard, to a high standard. It doesn't matter if you're Jay Will or if you're the walk-on guy. He coaches everybody the same. He gets on everybody the same. I'm not gonna name the player's name, but he got on one of the DBs and kind of ripped him and was like, his technique and accountability and being there and just doing it right, and that's something that each player, each position needs. You need that coach that's gonna continually stay on you all the time, never letting you feel at ease like you arrived. Like, yeah, I made it. Always keeping that press on you, right? Always keeping your feet to the fire to let you know, yeah, you're good, but you can be great. And even when you're great, you can become greater.
But also with that, kind of piggyback on what you're saying, also accountability, knowing that, hey, I'm not guaranteed to start. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that accountability lets me know that, hey, I got a guy behind you just as good. Right now, you're performing a little better, but hey, don't get it twisted. I'll put him in the game if you're not doing what you need to do.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And that sometimes is what you need to elevate your game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know I had, when I played ball, I played against some good backs that went on playing the NFL. Dan Burks and Corey White played for the Bengals and the Packers. You feel what I'm saying? So I know, hey, I got to be on my A game if I want to see the field because these guys are coming. And it was just our running back coach, Coach Davenport, and Coach, the late great Pat Sullivan, rest his soul, Heisman Trophy winner, was my running back coach, used to hold us to that standard. Hey, your position is not solidified, dude. You'll get replaced. So I love that. I love that, man. I love that. And that's what we had back in the early 2000s with Butch and in the 80s and the early 90s. It's just that accountability. Because if you remember, I think it was, what was the running back? Not Clinton Portis. Yeah, Clinton Portis. He was like, he knew he had to get in the game and shine because he don't know when he was gonna get back in the game.
Yeah, right. It's just like when players talk about like, yo, when they get hurt, they was like they wasn't trying to stay off the field long because they don't know that they were ever going to get that spot back, right? So yeah, it's just holding accountability. It's holding accountable, man. It's like, yo, yeah, you may be the starter today, but tomorrow you come up in here, you may be moved.
Hey, Black. My guy, Cuban Kane. I have to give a shout out to this guy right here. I have to give a shout out to Cuban. I don't know if you've been on Twitter, but my man went in on McCarthy. He was on, dang, what's the name of that show? He was on another show, and he pretty much was dogging the team out and Manny. And my man was pretty much just like, bro, y'all are the reason why we at this stage in our career as a Miami program. Like, don't forget that y'all got beat 48-0 by Virginia in the last game on the Orange Bowl. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they was pretty much going back and forth, man, which he was spitting nothing but truth. And I had to also chime in. It was kind of like, bro, what's the issue that you have? Because if we're going to be real about the situation. You guys did not uphold the standard of Miami. You feel what I'm saying? So big shout out to my man Cuban K, dog. And I like Colin McCarthy. He was one of my favorite players while he was at Miami. No disrespect to the guy, but I do sense, and I want to touch on this quickly. We can get back on topic. I do sense a lot of former Canes prior to 2006. After 2006, has a lot to say about what the players are not doing and this and that when they didn't hold up the standard to that youth. Because if we're gonna be real, they were closer to the greatness that we was having and the standard that we once had, but they let it fall off to get to this point. You feel what I'm saying? It has, of course, everything has its plus and its minuses, because if they did, we wouldn't have Mario and the staff right now if it all didn't go downhill the way it happened. Sometimes that's what happened to a program. Every program has been like this. That's gone through this. Alabama went through it, you know what I'm saying, with Shula and Mike Price and whoever. Then they got Nick Saban. So now I'm not gonna put them at the Nick Saban stage, but we got Mario Cristobal, which is a great coach, great recruiter. You feel what I'm saying? But I just wanted to say that these former players, if you after 2006, you shouldn't have a damn thing negative to say about the Miami program. You can't say one negative thing about the Miami program. And I just want to throw that shit back out there, man. So let's get back on to the topic, man, about accountability. Speaking on that, the O-line play, the accountability that Mario and Coach Mirabal has placed on this O-line play. What have you heard about the offensive line so far this spring, bro?
It's a mixed bag, right? Shuffling and stuff like that. Some positives, some negatives, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Coach Mirabal and Coach Mario, their message is no matter what, they're gonna get it fixed. It's gonna get right because that's their position group. That's what they coach. But their whole emphasis, Coach Mario, whole emphasis is improving the trench work, the trench players, and that's what makes the team go. The trench guys. We want bullies. You know what I'm saying? We want bullies that can bully your bullies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what we want. If we're playing a team, let's say Texas A&M, who got a bunch of bullies on their D line, then we want bullies on our offensive line that can bully those bullies, and that's what they're trying to bring in, and that's the culture and the attitude that they're trying to infuse in these guys. Like, yo, we're not trying to be finesse. We may have a finesse scheme or may run finesse plays, but by no means does that mean I want y'all to be finesse players. I want y'all to be straight gully. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be straight gully players. I want you to be bullies. And that's the message that they're infusing. Like that's Coach Mario's attitude. That's how he was as a player here as an offensive lineman. He was a bully. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to kind of piggyback on what you said. And I totally agree on everything what you're saying, because I've seen some clips of the way they've been practicing on some of the drills they've been doing. Right. And it reminded me of an old great O-line coach that we had here a few years back that produced really good offensive linemen at Miami, and Coach Art Kehoe. And it seemed like they were doing a lot of the same things that he was featuring on when he was at practice. And I was like, man, this looks familiar. And that's one of the big things that I was happy to see with the clips I have saw about with Mario and Coach Mirabal is the trenches look a lot better and they look a lot stronger and more, I would say, aggressive. They look way more aggressive than we have in the past. You feel what I'm saying? And I think the running backs is gonna love it because I know I would seeing that type work. You feel what I'm saying? So you can tell that it's a good thing that Mario is a former great offensive lineman because he knows what it takes. You know what I'm saying?
And you know as well as I know, bro, as a back, in a perfect scenario, you would love to be able to get to the second level without being touched.
Yep.
Right.
Let me make that linebacker and that safety miss.
Yeah, exactly. So you would love to get to the second level without being touched because now, like, I'm coming through shoulder square, I'm not being touched. So now I'm thinking, the linebacker, you at my mercy because you don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
You say you don't know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? So don't let me get to the second level and one of my linemen is at the second level to pick up that linebacker. Now I get to the third level and I'm on a safety. I don't care who it is. It's a mismatch. It's a mismatch.
Not touching me. You're not tackling me.
I'm giving you a weeble wobble and you're gonna have the drunk knees. Like you drunk at the bar. You know what I'm saying?
Or I may drop the shoulder on you the first time, but then when I come back to that third level, I give you that
see,
go past you.
See, look, and I'm just the opposite. I'm just the opposite. I may hit you with that bing bing. So now it happened again. You think I'm gonna hit you with that, and I drop that thing and come up with this forearm. Like, it's different. So I know the backs, like every back that we have in the stable, whether it's Parrish, Thad, Rooster, Chaney, Citizen, and maybe even Brown, right? Untouched to the second, third level. Each of them dudes are a problem. Each of them dudes are a problem, right?
Exactly.
So you have, let's say you got Rooster, Parrish, and Chaney. Them dudes gone. Chaney's probably the stronger out of the three. So he can drop that thing.
I don't know about that. I ain't gonna say Chaney. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he's the strongest, but I get where you're coming from.
So let's take Thad in that same equation.
Shouts out to Thad, man. I've been hearing a lot of good things about him this spring.
Thad's been about his business, and shout out to him. He's been about his business. He's been a pro about this thing. So shout out to him. But you take Thad in that same equation. Get to the second level without being touched, or to the third level, and it's him in that safety. Like, come on.
All you gonna see is that Olay. That Olay trying to run.
Exactly. And look, especially if we're talking late in the game, third quarter, fourth quarter in Miami, a hot ass day. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not trying to tackle that 240-pound behemoth that's coming downhill. They're not trying to hit that.
Not trying to do that for 4 quarters.
Yeah. So just the trench work, man. And I think with what may happen in the spring with other cats leaving programs that may be transferring out, and we may bring in, and just like on the D line, I've heard nothing but great things about Lichtenstein. Lichtenstein from USC. Heard nothing but great things about him. That he's a grown man. But he's a glue guy, right? Yeah. He's a glue guy.
You need glue guys to win championships.
Yeah. He's like Matt Walters. You remember Matt Walters, number 91 on the 2002 team? Like, he's that guy. He'll do everything for you. You know what I'm saying? So
even Trent Harris.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you need those guys, and the emphasis is improving the trenches, bro. Improving the trenches on both sides of the ball.
Speaking on transfers, we just got we haven't got him yet, but the arrow is pointing towards him coming to Miami with Jonathan Dennis. It was a kid from South Dade, I think. He was at South Dade a couple years back that we were really high on, and we want him. And Mario was able to poach him from South Florida. And it seems that it seems like he may be coming to the U, man. you know, he came out as a tackle. What I don't think he would. Me personally, I don't think he would be a tackle at Miami. I think I think he'll be more suited at guard. But hey, I mean, you know, Mario knows best when it comes to the O line. What you think about that, man? If we do get him, what would you think his best position would be on that offensive line? You know, saying that we already got Zion and you know, Skate at the right tackle and things of that nature. What you thinking?
I would say guard because I don't know if he played tackle before. So I would say guard, you know what I'm saying? But we have so many guards, right? We got so many guards, but I'm not gonna complain about it. I guess that's that's definitely a good position to be in. My thing is, like I've always said here, and I've said on the Max Out show that I do with Max, I'm like, stock as much talent as we can at each position because attrition and injuries happen. You know, injuries happen, and let the coaches figure it out, right? If we trust the coaches that we have now, let them figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he plays guard. We got a bunch of guards. Let them work it out. You know, let them work it out. I'm not gonna doubt it. I'm gonna just sit back and I'm gonna let it play out. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if one of those guards that's currently on the team can play tackle and be serviceable and be good, then so be it. But who I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I've heard I want to say is it I don't know if it's
McLaughlin, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I've heard he's been playing pretty well at tackle. So, like I said, man, he
has the frame. He came in around 6'7", like 265, 270.
Yeah,
as a freshman. So he got good length to him. So you know, of course, them boys, man, Mario don't gonna be able to whip him into to shape it to be a potential, you know, draft pick. Not saying he's gonna be a first rounder, but you know what I'm saying, he'll be a draftable offensive lineman. You know, so let's talk about this scrimmage this past Saturday, man. You know, we heard some good things, of course, about the offensive line and certain players that have been standing out. Who are some of the players that you heard that really been standing out as far as on the offensive line, you know, skill positions and on the defense? What have you heard?
With skill positions, you know, I heard.
What up, dude?
I heard, you know, I heard X has been, you know, he's been X, Mr. Consistent. You know what I'm saying? Just Mr. Consistent. Keyshawn, you know what I'm saying? Keyshawn. I heard on of course, TVD. Thad, you know what I'm saying? Arroyo, you know what I'm saying? You know, Arroyo was my guy. You know, my guy. To Corey Couch, locking things up on defense.
That's good. I'm happy for that kid because he's bouncing back. You know, Coach Day seems to be, you know what I'm saying, taking him to the next step. Yeah. Also, I've heard about Worsham. He's been working in with the number 2, so that's good that he's starting to show, you know what I'm saying, why he was one of the best receivers in Alabama history. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. Jared Worsham broke some records in Alabama, and we didn't have some Hall of Famers come through there. You feel what I'm saying? So
James Williams, of course. You know what I'm saying? James Williams.
He's been I heard he's been really
taking on that leadership role,
that leadership role, which is good. That's what you want.
Taking on that leadership role, and he's cracking skulls out there, bro. Cracking domes out that piece, bro.
Who has been a shocker? Who's been a shocker?
Not a shocker, but and Al Blaze, yo. Al Blaze has been balling.
You already know how I felt about Blaze. I always know that kid. He's been our best corner for some years now. He's just
and you know, and like I said, you know, I was telling Max this yesterday. You know, I'm partial, right? I'm partial to Blaze because I know his father. I ain't saying me and his father was like boys, but I know we had a relationship. We worked out together and stuff like. So I'm partial to him. I want to see him do well, but. He's been balling, bro. He's been putting in that work. You know, he's been putting in that work.
Who's been a one cat that nobody been thinking about, but he's been showing improvement?
Isaiah Duncan and Malik Curtis.
Yes, man. I want that kid on offense so bad, man. But I think they're gonna end up whipping him into a good service.
Like you know, like Steve-O was telling us, like you know, he's looking pretty good at corner. He's getting it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Malik Curtis and, you know, Isaiah Duncan. You know, I think Isaiah Duncan, you know, could be a good one. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, Blaze always in shape. He take care of his body.
Yeah.
Through that.
So yeah, Blaze he's a constant professional, man. He's about his business. You know what I'm saying? He's about his business, and it's a family legacy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, that Blade name holds weight in South Florida. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I'm not saying that's the only reason why he does what he does, but you know, he understands, and like I always say, you know, one of my quotes, you can't get upset about the results that you don't get from the work that you don't do.
Exactly.
So if you don't put in the work, you can't get upset about the results that you don't see out your game. So, you know, and he puts in the work. So therefore, I hope he definitely receive the results and the fruits of his labor, because, you know, he had a rough year and a half. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows. So I'm glad to see
it. Wrote the kid off, which I never understood. You know what I'm saying? Because you got 4 years to play 5, and shit, these kids been lucky enough to have 5. You know what I'm saying? 4 years to play 9. It seemed like we got some third-year sophomores.
Yeah, it seemed like it, right? You know what I'm saying?
We got some third-year sophomores. So
look, I was looking at the Louisville spring game, and I was like, damn, I said Malik Cunningham still at Louisville? Yeah. Like, damn, like, wow, like, you know, but you know, you got that COVID year, so
got that COVID year, which, you know, and which is good though, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, which is good. It gives these young men, you know, extra year to put some good tape on film, and hopefully, you know, reach their goals of making it to the next level. So yeah.
Well, let's jump into some little recruiting thing. You know what I'm saying? We had 2 recruits, Robbie and Bobby Washington. If you're not familiar with that name, their father was he broke the rushing record in Dade County. When he was coming out of high school with me, we were around the same age. So he came out of 04, 05. I think he was 05, if I'm not mistaken, with Bobby. One of the top running backs in the nation. End up going to NC State because some issues with his test scores, which turned out to be legit. That, you know what I'm saying, he didn't cheat or whatnot. But we end up getting that legacy with Robbie and Bobby. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about the Robbie kid, man, as an offensive player? I seen a clip where he moused a kid and blew a kiss at him. I thought that was kind of, you know what I'm saying? You know, these kids today so funny, man. That's 707 ball, man. But I love that kid play.
I mean, both of them dudes, they ballers, yo. Like Joe just said, they dogs, yo. They dogs, you know. And I was reading somewhere, somebody was like, one of them, they was like, may be just as fast as Brashard Brunson. You know what I'm saying? Brashard Smith. So
yeah, I like Robbie, man. I love that kid, man. I like the confidence, man.
Right.
And you know what's weird with twins? I don't know these. I don't know them personally, but you know, you got the outspoken twin. You always have the outspoken twin, and you always have the reserved twin. And I can tell that Bobby is the reserve. I may be wrong, but Bobby is the reserve and Robbie is the outspoken one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I just love the fact that they chose the U, man, because I think they feed off each other. You know, that twin power activate type stuff.
No doubt.
But what position do you think Robbie would play at Miami?
What they got labeled about? They got labeled as with an athlete, right?
Yep.
So I mean, labeled an athlete, he could do it all, but I think he most so would be like a slot.
They could be a slot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, with the running backs that we're gonna have coming in, you know what I'm saying? We got Citizen that's coming, but then you know, we're recruiting Fletcher. You know what I'm saying? And
you need a change of pace guy, man. You always need that shifty guy, man. So
I think one of the backs that we're recruiting is in that mold that could be a change of pace. So, I mean, it's, you know, bro, it's like I said, it's a good position to be in, a good problem to have. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, it's a good.
Appreciate you.
Bobby Washington kind of reminds me of another of a Johnson that we got, Tyler Johnson. He reminds me of him.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them around the same side. Both of them very athletic and come from good pedigree.
Right.
So I think Jonathan would be one of those kids. I mean, Tyler would be one of those kids that develop around his junior year. He's gonna just pop off the screen and like, dang, You know, he's been under the program, the weight program for a long time, and he started flashing around that junior year. And I think the same thing with Bobby. I don't think he's going to see the field early, just because we're going to have some depth and a lot of guys in front of him that serves that's really good. But I do think he'll be a starter in the future. Probably about two or 3 years down the road if he stays that long. But you can't really tell these days with the transfer portal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I do love to pick up big shout outs to Mario for getting those kids, because we do know, if you don't know the Robbie history, he has decommitted from us, you know what I'm saying, 2 or 3 times already. But no shots to the kid. I love that he chose that U. And we also got that transfer from UCLA, the linebacker / defensive end guy that we really need, because we didn't have the play that we needed at the defensive end position last year. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to kill. I hate killing. I hate messing up people's name, but I think he may be Nigerian, if I'm not mistaken.
Agude?
Yeah.
Agude.
Mitchell. What is it? How you say it?
Agude.
Mitchell Agude.
Yeah.
Big kid. What, 6'5", 240, something like that. 247.
Yeah, around there.
Man, I seen him on his visit, man. The pictures, it's like, God, this is a grown man, dog. These kids, bro, it's just amazing how these guys' physique is just like the norm now. You know what I'm saying? Back when I came out, like, he would be like considered just like a Greek god, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, but now that's normal. You feel what I'm saying? This
and the thing, people, discuss about his low sack numbers, but what they forget, he had, if I'm not mistaken, he had 30+ quarterback pressures.
But he's also in the 3-4. He also was in the 34 defense.
Yeah, and we all know pressures are just important, if not more important, than sacks, right?
Because he's disruptive.
Exactly, and you get the quarterback off his spot, force him to throw before he wants caught, and that could cause turnovers and stuff like that. But I think he's gonna wreak havoc. I think he's gonna wreak havoc in this defense. I'm
gonna check it out, Joe. Post that link in the chat so everybody can go check it out and get those numbers up.
You say, saw your boy Nick flying past them boys to stop playing and come down. Hey, it's funny, right? I guess my son is at lunch, and he just sent me a message on Instagram, and he was telling me Nick was on Get Up this morning, I guess on ESPN. So, hey. And, the dude's a phenom in track, man. Like, yeah, that tall, that big, running that fast. So, yeah, shout outs to him, He earned it, you know what I'm saying? He earned it. He deserves it, you know what I mean? He works hard. I see him every day in track practice as well. So I see the effort and the work this young man puts in, and, I ain't going to take that from him. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? You know what's weird, bro? The guy we just was talking about, Mitchell Agude, he seems like he would be the before and after of the Nick kid.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, they have the same type body type.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? They can put on that type of mask.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? So with Mitchell, do you think he's a day one starter at defensive end?
In my opinion, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I forgot another cat that no one's talking about. I ain't gonna say no one's talking about. I ain't gonna say that. Let me not say that. But a cat that I said I picked to have a sleeper year and to watch out for. I was talking to Max about it, and he's been playing very well. Thomas Davis at DN. He's been playing.
I like that kid, man. That high motor kid, man. He's one of them Southern Georgia country boys, man.
So my thing is Elijah Roberts at one DN, Agude at another, Thomas Davis rotating. Like, we need DNs that can ball. The more the merrier, right? The more the merrier. Where you can rotate those dudes in, keep everybody fresh. You know what I'm saying? So when that fourth quarter come and maybe that tackle's getting a little tired, a little fatigued, we got a fresh DN that's gonna come and give them that work. So, like I'm always saying, man, the more playmakers we got at positions that can go in and play, the better. And that's the job for the coaches to divide that playing time and to make sure they get them in the game. So
yeah.
if they're ready, only if they're ready. But I heard Thomas Davis has been playing some pretty good football, man.
Okay. Man, but like I said, man, we touched on a few topics, man. We were just trying to do a little shock dropper, man. We ain't did nothing in a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I just want to, man, you got anything else you want to touch on before we get up out of here, man?
But if y'all got any questions, drop them in the joint. We could answer some questions for like 5 minutes.
Before we get up out of here, man, we just want to touch on a couple of things. We did the show in a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah, Keontre Smith is Keontre Smith, TC. He's been balling. Keontre Smith has been balling as well. You know, I expect a big year out of him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Cyrus Moss. Been hearing great things about that kid too. He may mess around and be a true freshman starter. How they talking about him?
You know, just wait till he puts some more weight on that frame.
Exactly, he'll be a first rounder
because he already has what you covet in like a DN, the ability to turn that corner and bend and dip that shoulder. He already possesses that ability, right? And he got that quickness, that twitchiness. So once they put some more weight on him, like, bruh.
Jay Room. I don't know how I feel about taking Hall because it seemed like he had some issues at Alabama, man, that I don't think we would want at Miami. I don't think he likes the competition. I think he expected Saban was going to hand them the position at Alabama, and Saban don't work like that. So, yeah. I don't know how I feel about no longer.
What position he played?
Receiver.
Okay.
You remember him. We was after him, but he ended up going to Alabama. Any word on Najee Kelly? Have you heard anything about Kelly?
Najee, he's hurt still. He's still hurt, but he's practicing, but he's doing no contact. Najee is another cat to watch out for come the fall. Like, I'm gonna say this. What we see right now is not what we're gonna see come fall. A lot of attrition happens. Cats leave programs after the spring. Yeah. Cats probably gonna leave our program after the spring. Yep. So, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen to other programs, it's gonna happen to ours. We're gonna bring cats in, we're gonna lose cats. So, but I think the roster is gonna be in a good place come fall practice.
Your thoughts on Mario bringing it tight in Miami? Yeah, he's moving through that. Yeah, but that's his forte is recruiting, man. That's his forte. So one thing I won't ever, I have my reserves about him as a head coach, but one thing I won't knock about him is his recruiting ability. He's a recruiting monster. So I'm not shocked about his, he already had those connections, so he doesn't have to establish a bridge because he is the bridge, if that makes sense. He doesn't have to reestablish those bridges. You feel what I'm saying? Because his name holds weight, and a lot of coaches that he have on staff holds weight. And Kevin, you know what I'm saying? He got Kevin Steele as his DC. You know what I'm saying? He can roll that in. He got a coach,
Charlie Strong as the linebacker.
Strong. You got Gaddis, coach, just went to the playoffs. Charlie Strong, former head coach, you know what I'm saying, had Louisville in the top 5, beat a top-ranked Florida team. You know what I'm saying? They got gurus in recruiting on that staff. So recruiting is my least, worries right now with this staff, man.
Yeah, I don't think.
He said, my boy Birdstone said, Storm One and crew, give me 2 sleepers for the season, 2 on offense, 2 on defense. I'll go first, Black.
Go ahead, bro.
2 on offense. Let me see. I would say Worsham. I think he's gonna be a service receiver. Let me see. Offensive lineman. I'm gonna go offensive line here. I'm gonna say the guard, the Samoan guard that we got from Oregon. I can't remember. I can't announce the kid's name, but him defensively, I'm gonna say I can't say Blades, but I can't say Blades because I think he's already a good player. I think Chase Smith is going to be a sleeper. And I'm going to go with the transfer Mitchell. I think he's going to be a standout on the defensive line for us. I think he's going to have 10 sacks next year, me personally. That's just my personal opinion. Who you got?
Would Al Blaze be considered a sleeper? Like, would he be considered a sleeper? I mean, would he be? You know what I'm saying? Would he be considered a sleeper? I don't know. I don't think he is, but I'm gonna use him because I think he's gonna ball. So then I can say I picked him to ball, right?
Yeah.
And another sleeper is Thomas Davis. You know what I'm saying?
I like that one.
Because I already picked Elijah Roberts before to start, right? So yep. I'm not gonna pick him. So Miss Roberts and Mr. Roberts, you know Elijah's my guy. You know he's my guy. So I got him as a starter, but I'm just picking a sleeper. So Thomas Davis, offense. I already picked. I picked Royal, so he's definitely not a sleeper. I like Worsham. I like Dash. I like Worsham.
The clowns that came, man. We don't rock with Kane Sport over here on the Storm Warner, man. Those some clowns, man.
What he said? Clowns at Kane Sports said B. Smith was struggling this spring, but I heard from many saying he's been killing. Like Brashard all right, Brashard Smith dropped the ball or two, but guess what? Every receiver out there dropped the ball or two in practice. So to highlight and say he's been struggling when every receiver has dropped a ball or two, is like, so they're all struggling.
It's football. It's a receiver. You're gonna drop a pass.
Right. Look, all of y'all know, right? Everybody in this chat and anybody who watches this, if you play any sport, basketball, baseball, football, soccer, but let's just take baseball, basketball, football. If you play the game of baseball long enough, you're going to have an error. You're going to strike out. You're going to drop a ball that you should catch. If you play basketball, you're going to travel. You're going to get your shot blocked. You're going to shoot an air ball. If you play football, you're going to get a pass caught on you. You're going to fumble. You know what I'm saying? You're going to miss a block, miss a tackle. No one's perfect, right? No one's perfect. And it amazes and it's wild how that media publication always want to ding players for doing what happens in a game of football.
It's like, bro, come
on now. It's like dudes who get paid millions of dollars that this is their profession in the NFL, drop passes, get burnt.
In clutch situations too.
Yeah. It happens. But to answer your question, man, no, Brashard Smith is not playing bad. He's having a decent spring. Thad Franklin is lights out, right? As far as him.
And what he's doing, like you said, Joe, I'm happy for the kid because he's changed his body and he's doing what you should do when you got other good players out. You take advantage of those reps so the coach has to figure out a way to get you on the field. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So now he's in the conversation. Okay, how many reps did we get there because he had a great spring? If he wasn't having a great spring, it'll just be Rooster and or Paris or whoever when fall camp start. But now he has thrown his name in the hat, and I'm happy for that kid because I'm not gonna say I've been critical of him. I felt like he needed to recondition his way of thinking on how college football worked because I think early on when he got to Miami, felt like he thought it was just supposed to be handed to him. And then realize that he has other 4- and 5-star running backs that's on the team as well, and they're just as good. So now I think he understands how college football works now, and he made that transition mentally, which all great players have to do because you're so used to being the man at your high school.
Yep.
So, so that's why when me and Black say it's more to football than just playing football. It's different transitions that you have to take once you get to college that hinders your progression. Some guys may have the talent athletic wise on the field,
but they lack the mental game.
They ain't getting it yet.
Yeah,
or having off the field issues because they ain't not adjusting to people not telling them, oh, you got to go to class or wake up to go to class. You don't have your parents that waking you up. It's time to go to school. It takes people certain times to adjust. So I'm glad Thad, big shout out to Thad. I'm glad that he's making those adjustments and he's taking advantage of his opportunity.
Let me see. I think, I'm throwing another name out there. I want to, I think Logan, but I want to see Jalen Rivers. I want to see Jalen Rivers come back and be healthy and start to be a trench bully. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've already touched on Matt Shodell when I heard that foolishness he said about James Williams, and I came to the defense of James Williams. You know what I'm saying? But that dude, he's just a baller. He's just a ball of negativities. Like, he really has nothing good to say if it's not the obvious, right? So yeah.
Two classes be rapping. Sometimes tell me they never. No, they ain't. Look at Gary. You think he ever played football, man? Come on, man. Word up, Black Groove. Yes, sir. What's up, Chris? Appreciate it, man.
Chris, appreciate it.
Yeah,
man. But overall, man, you know what I'm saying? Spring game is next weekend. You know what I'm saying? Next Saturday. It's funny because I was just at one of my schools, right, for my job. Just at one of my schools, and I was trying to plan something for next Friday, not knowing that they're going spring break right next week. The schools up here going spring break next week. Then I'm like, damn, April is almost over.
Exactly.
April, it seemed like March took forever.
And
right?
Exactly.
And it's like April came and it's almost gone. And it's like, before we know it, Daryl Porter, the transfer from West Virginia, will be here for the summer session. They're gonna be summer workout. Mitchell. Then it's the other West Virginia interior, I think D lineman that is in the transfer portal that we're targeting. It's like, man, look, this thing is about to get
10 wins. 10 wins is the floor. 10 wins is the floor.
10 wins is
the floor. You got your stage is set. The stage is set, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, Mario Cristobal. The stage is set for you, my friend. This ain't no. Oh, it's my first year. We ain't got the talent. No, you're ready. You set. Just hit go. You got the quarterback. You got good offensive linemen. You got great stable of running backs. You got a great stable of receivers. Yes, you got to tweak some stuff on defensive end and linebackers. What you got, because you got actually 3 or 4 good interior defensive linemen. The secondary is solid. I don't care what nobody say. The secondary is solid. You know what I'm saying? So we set to win. We should win the Coastal. That should be the floor right there. 10 wins should be the floor.
That before I answer this question, Walker is doing well. He got to get back into shape. I heard, put that weight on that he lost, but I heard he's doing very well. I heard he's in a good place, and that's good.
That's good with that kid because it's all mental with him.
Yeah, but the basketball team, I'm proud of the hoop team, man. No one expected them to make it as far as they did, and that's why you play the games. That's why you play the games. You know what I'm saying? That's why you play the games, and they went out there and they balled. Eventually, they lost to the national champion, right?
But shout outs to them, man, because I'm a North Carolina fan when it comes to college basketball, man. But shout outs to them boys. I was rooting for them. You know what I'm saying? But
see, I was rooting for Kansas because my cousin is a graduate of Kansas. He went to KU, and it's a guy that I've known since he was running youth track, and now he's at the University of Kansas on track scholarship. My man name is Ethan Fogel. I think he just went over. He pledged Kappa, so he's a Kappa. Congratulations. Congratulations to that young man, man. I love that. I love that dude. I love his family. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of rooting for Kansas, Rock Hawk, Jayhawk. You know what I'm saying? But
big shout out to Coach L, though, man, because a lot of people wrote that guy off, man. A lot of people wanted him fired. But he shows what it takes when you just stay the course.
And perseverance, man.
Perseverance. And just take one step at a time. Shouts out to Coach L, man.
Hey, Coach
to the Miami basketball team.
Hey, Coach L, I'm a Miami football fan, and subsequently I root for the basketball team. But my number one basketball team is UConn, right?
Yeah.
Coach L, I got a bone to pick with you. because that George Mason team beat my UConn team that was picked to go to the Final Four that year. We had a monster squad. And Coach L, you did a hell of a job that year. You did a hell of a job in that game, coaching that game. So shout out to you, Coach L, and to your staff. And you know, we got some young men to replace that are leaving the program. But you know, shout out to you, and hopefully we can go on another run next year as well.
So I got a question for you, BK Kane. So question, if the O-line is not that good, how does TVD throws have go on that streak of throwing for 300 plus? Offensive line second half of the season, I think he got sacked, 3 times in that stretch within like the last 6 games? You feel what I'm saying? So the offensive line played really well once they inserted Clark at center. You seen a difference when Clark went at center. The whole season changed offensively. You feel what I'm saying? So the offensive line is pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? But like I do agree, the linebackers need help. But I think there is help there. There a lot we kind of that had to grow. So I think we got the pieces at linebacker position to be good this year. You know what I'm saying? You still got Troutman, a thumper. You know what I'm saying? You got Keontre Smith. I know GB gonna be playing some linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got Wesley, a young guy. So you know, I'm not really worried about the linebackers because you know who we got coaching them, right? Charlie Strong. So I think he's gonna develop the guys, man. But you know, we at the 51-minute mark. We're about to get ready to get out of here because I got to go back to the gym and finish my workout. I had to cut my workout short so I can get on with my guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get right. And I'm not gonna be Big Groove too much longer. I'm gonna be Slim Groove. I'm gonna change my name too. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all got anything else before we get out of here? You got anything else, bro?
Light body, we need some of them them DMV boys down there. You know, hopefully we can get that DN. Hopefully, you know, we could get Nick Harbor and the DN from St. John's. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Please, everybody, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow this channel, get over 1,000 subs. So please hit that like button, that subscribe button. It only take 1 or 2 seconds, depending on how slow you is. You feel what I'm saying? So please do that. Also, if you're feeling generous and you want to donate to the channel, our cash app is at the bottom. Big Groove 5 is mine. A Black 21 is my guy over there. You know what I'm saying? You can also follow me on Twitter. I'm very active on Twitter. I like to talk a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? We may get to arguing, but it's going to be all love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So follow me on Twitter at Storm Groove. And Black, tell them where they can find you at, Big Dog.
You can find me at Twitter at ABlack2. At stormwarning.ablack. That's my IG name. You can find me there as well.
Also, if y'all been hitting me up on Instagram at my Storm Groove account, at my Storm Warning Groove, I have some type of issue going on where I can't even log into that account because it glitches every time I try to. So if you've DM me and I haven't responded, it's not because I'm trying to act funny. It's because I can't access that account. You feel what I'm saying? So hit me on Twitter. That's the best place to follow me at is on Twitter. You feel what I'm saying? So at Storm Groove, holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on there. I follow everybody back. And again, like I said, I talk a lot of shit on there. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love, man. So, you know, share this content. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a Kane to check out them Storm Warner boys because you know we give it to you raw, uncut, and official. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. But Black, you always know it's a pleasure, bro. We're gonna try to be more. We're gonna try to wrap it up for the spring game. We got to do something for the spring game next week. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be in Texas next weekend for the big Errol Spence fight. So you know I'm a boxing head, so I won't be at the spring game, but I will be able to watch it earlier because the fight ain't until 7. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, next Saturday? Who's he fighting?
He's fighting Yordanis Ugas for 3 world championships.
Oh,
3 titles. Yeah, this is a big fight. Big fight, man. But like I said, we out of here, baby. Storm Warning.
Check me out tonight on Maxed Out tonight at 9:30.
Check them out. Check them boys out. Yes, sir. We out of this thing, baby. Yeah.